everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Long time no see. It has been quite some time since I last posted a video here. I think it's definitely been a year, maybe closer to two, I think. And for the last few weeks, for almost a couple of months now, I've been toying with the idea of coming back and maybe posting one or two other videos. And I have been toying with it, but then over the last 3 weeks in particular, I felt much of a stronger desire to come back and record at least one video, at least this particular video, and we'll see where it goes from there. But I've been wanting to come in briefly and do this video because I've been feeling called to record something, because I've been getting this intuition over the last few weeks, few months, just about that we are at the beginning stages of another great awakening. Now, whether it is because of the current state of social unrest in the world, or because we're at a tipping point of shifting consciousness, or maybe the convergence of energy in the universe, or some combination of the above. Whatever the reason is, I can really strongly feel that there is a wave of new awakenings happening all over the world right now. Now, the last time this happened would have been around 2012, and it happens to be when my own journey began. Now, I'm sure this has happened at other times in the history of the world, but it was the only time that I was consciously aware of something shifting, not just for me, but for a lot of people at the same time. And it was a massive shift in consciousness where a lot of people started diving into spirituality and healing and consciousness, etc. And obviously, awakenings can happen at any time. But there are times during the course of our human history where there is a shift en masse, right? Where a large, vast group of people start shifting at around the same time. Now, the reason why it felt important for me to share that I am feeling this shift right now is because I wanted those of you who are in the early stages of this process to feel encouraged, and to feel encouraged to move forward, and to remind you that there is support and guidance out there for you. And I also wanted that for those of us who are already in this journey, especially those of us who work as life coaches or healers or shamans or therapists or anything like that, to be on the lookout for all of those souls that are now embarking on this trajectory, so that we can provide them with as much support and as much guidance as possible. And also for those of us who are in this field, to take this opportunity to remember to reconnect with our own journeys, so that we can also ride the wave to continue our evolution and to continue to expand, right? Because it is very easy in the trajectory of our lives, right, in the course of our lives, to be sort of to forget, to lose that connection with that expansion and that evolution, right? And that doesn't mean that it's no longer there, because it is always there. That's level, our spirituality, our process of evolution, our journey towards enlightenment or towards healing or towards self-development, whatever it is that we want to call them, that is always there. But sometimes we lose our connection to it because we are really immersed or even absorbed, if you will, by the banality of life, right? The day-to-day tasks of running errands and cleaning the house and cooking and working and doing all of those things. So we sometimes tend to lose touch or lose that connection to that internal aspect of ourselves, to our soul, to who we are deeply at our core. And that is, and you can sort of to our soul, right? To our that deep aspect of ourselves, the core of who we are. And you can juxtapose that to the times where we sometimes feel more connected, which may be those times where we are meditating, right? Or the times that we are grounding, or the times that we are out in nature, or that we are deeply connecting with people that we are in relationship with. During those times, the energy around that connection to self, that connection to our souls, to our spirituality is a lot more tangible than it is when we're running around in life doing, God knows what, right? Like going to the post office, or waiting in line at the bank, or I don't know that people do that anymore, but waiting in line at the grocery store, or whatever the case may be. So I think it's important for us, those of us who are already in that trajectory, to also reconnect to that aspect of us even more deeply, and to get even more deeply rooted and invested in our own journey, so that we can be better guides and better support for those people who are coming in, for all of those who are now embarking on this journey as well. Because it is important that we provide them with support, and that we model for them this trajectory, right? And by model, I don't mean serve as a role model, right? It doesn't mean that we have to be perfect in it, or that we don't make mistakes. It actually means the opposite. It means that we can support and guide them by showing them, helping them learn, helping teach in whatever way we see it's in alignment for us, help teach them tools, help teach them the process, and show them that the process is not always perfect, but you can always bounce back, that the process is a journey. Now, I want to be clear here that this video was planned way prior to the US election, and it is not intended or to be interpreted as related to it. But it also would be really naive for me to believe, or even attempt to imply, that the process and the results of the election are not related to what is going on right now. However, it is my true belief that irrespective of who would have won the election, the level of individual and collective unrest has been building for years, and would have pushed our consciousness over the threshold, no matter what the results of the election would have been. So all that to say, for those of you who are awakening right now and are boarding the plane and are embarking on this journey, the door is wide open, and it is really up to you if you want to go through it or not. But I want you to know, and I hope it brings you peace and comfort to know, that there is a lot of us that have crossed that threshold and are waiting for you on the other side. And we are here to help you, we are here to support you, and we are here to guide you with love, with kindness, and with compassion. So, for those of you who are embarking on this journey, welcome aboard. See you on the other side.